Everything begins with an idea, a spark, a fleeting thought while you're walking, while you're showering, while you're looking at the sky. A whisper inside you that says, what if? What if you could be more? What if you could achieve it? What if your life didn't have to be this soulless routine without purpose, without light? That what if is the beginning of everything. But for most people, it ends there. Not from a lack of desire, but from an excess of fear. Because dreaming is free, but living the dream costs everything. Many will tell you that you can't, that it's not worth it, that it's better not to take risks. They'll offer you safety like a poison candy. They'll tell you it's better to keep dreaming, that it's safer to have dreams than to chase them. And that's why most people live dreaming with their eyes closed, trapped in a job they hate, in a routine they detest, in a life they didn't choose. They wake up every morning with an alarm they hate to go to a place they don't want to be, with people who don't understand them, to do something that doesn't inspire them. And still they continue, because they're afraid to let go of the rope. Because living the dream means waking up, and waking up hurts. It hurts to look in the mirror and not recognize yourself. It hurts to realize that you lost years pretending to be what others expected from you. It hurts to accept that you gave up. And it hurts even more to admit that you're the one who's kept the chains on. Don't live dreaming. Live your dream. That's the difference between existing and truly living. Dreaming is imagining. Living the dream is building. It's fighting. It's sweating. It's losing, failing, crying, and getting back up again. It's having a purpose so clear that no pain can eclipse it. Don't confuse dreaming with living. Don't confuse visualizing with acting. Don't confuse talking with doing, because dreaming is pleasant, but living the dream is brutal. It requires sacrifice. It demands that you put everything on the line. It requires courage. And most people prefer to dream because it's more comfortable. Because in dreams, there's no rejection, no criticism, no disappointment, only fantasy. But in dreams, there's also no victory, no real achievement, no applause you can hear, no transformation. Living your dream means waking up early when you don't feel like it. It's working on your vision while everyone else sleeps. It's studying, practicing, creating, failing, and continuing. It's enduring judgment, loneliness, and being misunderstood. It's moving forward even when afraid. It's getting up with no certainties and still believing. Do you know why most people never live their dream? Because they're not willing to pay the price. Because they want the result without the process. Because they love the idea but not the path. Because they say someday, and that someday is the silent killer of dreams. Someday is not a date on the calendar. It's an excuse dressed as hope. You don't need more dreams. You need action. You need decision. You need commitment. The world is full of dreamers who never did anything, but it's also full of ordinary people who live their dreams because they decided to stop dreaming and start doing. Don't wait to feel ready. Don't wait for everyone to support you. Don't wait for external validation. Take the step, even if your voice shakes, even if they doubt you, even if you doubt yourself, because no one is coming to save you. No one will build your life for you. No one will make it happen if you don't. Living your dream is not walking a straight line. It's a path full of thorns, curves, and falls. But every step makes you stronger. Every stumble teaches you. Every scar reminds you that you are alive. And this is where many people give up. When exhaustion tightens, when uncertainty weighs heavy, when results don't come. But that's where the difference is made. Between those who live their dream and those who only imagine it. The one who persists, the one who doesn't give in, the one who stays faithful to their purpose. That person sooner or later reaches it. It's not about being lucky. It's about being willing. Willing to endure more, to withstand the pressure, to reinvent yourself as many times as necessary, to look fear in the eyes and keep going. Don't live dreaming, because dreaming without action is a form of escape. Because when you dream, you feel good, but you don't change. And if you don't change, you don't move forward. And if you don't move forward, you wither. And if you wither, you die while alive. How many ideas have been trapped in notebooks? How many talents have been wasted out of fear? How many lives have been lived halfway? And how many dreams have been buried before they were even born? Don't be one more. Don't be an untold story. Don't be unused potential. Do it. Do it for yourself, for the version of you that knows it's possible, for the child who dreamed big, for the person who wakes up each day hungry for something more. Do it even if it hurts. Do it even if you can't see the end. Do it even if they say you're crazy. Because everyone who ever lived their dream went through that. All of them. And they weren't special. They weren't superheroes. They just decided not to give up. They just decided not to settle. They just decided to live awake. Every second that passes, you have two options: to dream or to build, to choose comfort or growth, to choose fear or courage. No one can do it for you. And if you don't do it now, when? You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to start. One step, one decision, one concrete action. The rest will come, but begin. Because no one climbs a mountain by staring at the peak from below. You climb it step by step, with effort, with faith, with determination. And one day, without realizing it, you'll be there, where you once only dreamed, living what once seemed impossible. And then you'll laugh, because you'll understand that the hard part wasn't achieving it. The hard part was daring to try. And you dared. You were different. You decided to stop dreaming and to live your dream. Maybe you think it's too late, that your dream is too far behind, that responsibilities won, that the debts, the kids, the routine, the time, the scars, that all of it built a prison that seems unbreakable. But let me tell you this, it's never too late to start truly living. It's not about dropping everything and running away. It's about choosing each day a step, no matter how small, toward what gives you life. Because there are people with tighter schedules, heavier burdens, bigger obstacles than yours, and they're still moving forward. Do you know why? Because they decided their soul had no price. Because they chose not to sell their essence for stability. Because they understood that the real prison is ignoring what burns inside of you. Many people will tell you to settle, that you can't have it all, that life isn't fair, that it's better to be realistic. But what they call realism is resignation. It's mediocrity dressed as prudence. It's an excuse repeated so often it starts to sound like truth. And if you don't wake up, you'll become the very thing you swore you'd never be. Listen closely. Your dream won't come true on its own. Wanting is not enough. Visualizing is not enough. Writing it in a pretty notebook is not enough. You have to work. You have to bleed. You have to insist when everything in you says stop. You have to stand firm when the voice of doubt screams louder than your conviction. Dreams don't die. We kill them. We kill them when we postpone them, when we say tomorrow, when we accept less than we deserve, when we stop believing in ourselves, when we choose to sleep a little longer instead of waking up to what calls us. And the most tragic part, we learn to live with it. We get used to it. We lie to ourselves. We convince ourselves it wasn't that important, that life is just like this. And that lie becomes our daily life, a routine without soul, without passion, without direction. Can you imagine reaching the end of your days knowing you were never truly yourself? That the best version of you remained trapped in a what if? That your story could have been a legend, but you chose to stay a spectator? That's what happens when you live dreaming and don't dare to live your dream. And yes, living your dream has a cost, but living without it costs even more, because that cost isn't paid in money. It's paid in emptiness, in bitterness, in regret. So, how do you live a dream? You live it with intention, with focus, with courage. There's no magic formula, but there are principles. The first is commitment. Commit to yourself, not to the image you project, not to others' expectations, but to your truth, to what sets you on fire inside, to what you do even if no one applauded, to what would make you feel complete even if it cost you everything. The second principle is discipline. There won't be motivation every day. Emotion isn't enough. Passion without structure evaporates. But discipline builds empires. Discipline is what moves you forward even when it hurts. It's what sustains you when others quit. It's what sets you apart. And the third principle is resilience, because you will fail, you will fall. People will tell you you're worthless. Doors will close, you'll be betrayed. But it doesn't matter because it's not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you choose to get back up. And each time you do, you'll be stronger. Every wound will be a symbol of your progress. Every scar a medal for having lived with courage. Living your dream isn't a destination, it's a journey. It's a process. It's a daily choice. And the more you choose it, the clearer everything becomes. You'll start surrounding yourself with people who understand you. You'll distance yourself from what doesn't nourish you. You'll discover abilities you didn't even know you had. You'll become more authentic, more solid, more free. And then the impossible will begin to give way. Your dream doesn't need permission to exist. It just needs you to defend it, to prioritize it, to live it with your entire being. So stop imagining and start building. Stop wishing and start executing. Stop looking for excuses and start taking steps. The days will keep passing, with or without your action. The difference is that if you act, every day will count. Every hour will bring you closer. Every decision will shape you. Every minute will become part of your legacy. And what happens if you fail? What if it doesn't turn out how you hoped? Then you'll have gained wisdom. You'll have learned. You'll have grown, and most importantly, you won't have lived in vain. Because living dreaming is dying slowly. But living your dream, that is honoring the gift of being alive.